Stop playing. You're on the board. You're on my board. I'm like, come on now. Exactly.
Okay,
So,
here we are.
yeah, so let's pray first and then we'll just go. So, Lord, we just thank you, God, for this opportunity to come to you in prayer, Lord. I thank you, Lord, that you are such a good God. You are so gracious and loving and kind, Lord. And I thank you, Lord, that you have provided everything in the earth for us to be well, Lord. So thank you for the opportunity to share about oils and what you have provided in the earth for us. And Lord, just be with us, oh God. Even right now, if anybody's not feeling well, I just speak to every part of their body, every organ, every cell, every neuron to line up with your will. That under the sound of my voice, that they hear your authority that's coming through, oh God, and they're lining up with your will, God. That everybody will be well and balanced and whole in you. In the mighty name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Amen. Your inflammation just went down 2 more points. I just say it by faith. So that's what she's working on. Getting her numbers down. And she's been using one of the oils called frankincense, what I'll talk about. It's gone down 30 points in 1 month. In 1 month. Where the doctor comes tell her, oh, it ain't nothing really we could do. It ain't.
And how do you use it?
Oh, so I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Look, so did it, I look like, could you start from the beginning? Right, because I don't know what this was. So these oils, so Marilyn, I've been using these for like, or all of y'all could rehear the story. Whoever, hey y'all, who's listening by Facebook Live. I've been using, so these oils are doTERRA. I've been using them for about 5 years. And I first started using them to help me with emotional health because I knew being diagnosed with cancer 12 years ago that it wasn't just simply a spiritual attack from an enemy. It was me not treating my body well in terms of what I ate and not treating my body well in terms of what I thought. So they can even link, there's been some link to breast cancer obviously and emotional health, not being well, being negative towards yourself, because they can say, because cancer cells that eat at you. So being negative towards yourself, worrying a lot, all of that. So I started using, is that Rose? That's what I was waiting on. I'm like, I know Rose coming. Hey, everybody.
Get my shoes on?
Is that Rose?
Yes, it is.
Rose, how are you? Oh, we did. Trinette's waving too, but Trinette's taping, so that's why. How are you? Is that Betty? Isn't that too long? I am well. So good to see you. I know. You know that was
How are you? Is it 2 people?
It's 2.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can you all hear?
Yeah, oh, you know what? You can lay across the chair. Okay, what do you think? Okay, sorry, Trinette. Maybe you pause.
I didn't pause. It's still going. It's live. It's okay.
Actually, I can stand. Usually I stand, so I don't know why. I just plop down because. Oh, you want to leave? Yeah, you got to get some socks. So you, Betsy, you can plop here. You can use these papers.
Hi.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Got my little oils.
I feel healing in the air.
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
How are you? Yes, we sure.
Oh, y'all were? Oh, small world.
New Testament, right? Or was it Christian ethics?
Christian.
Okay.
So Rose, you're not at First Baptist, are you?
No.
I didn't think so. So Rose is not First Baptist, but the rest
Hello,
of us.
everyone.
How are you?
How's everyone doing?
Well, thank you.
You can sit right here.
Oh,
You're good.
thank you.
Yep. And we just started like seconds ago.
Okay, cool.
We just started and we are going to be looking at, let me do this first.
Do you need one more pen?
No, I was just saying, do we need a pen? I do have some.
Yeah, we have pens there too. So every month, you guys, and this is the first time Rose has actually heard me even probably talk about this, but every month on Sunday, I just do this. I just invite people over to my house, talk about oils, things that you can do to make yourself well and balanced and whole. Because we already been designed. God and Jesus already did the work for us to be healed. So it's not like it's like, oh, maybe he wants to heal me. He does. And we just need to follow strategy sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's instant and sometimes it's I'm going to tell you what to do. And we see that throughout the Bible too, where God gave people instructions on how to heal. The gentleman, I think he was in the military, like some high up in the military, he went to Elijah and was like, oh, I have leprosy. And he wanted Elijah just to lay hands on him. He's like, oh yeah, okay, go dip 7 times in Jordan. He's like, oh no, thank you, because that's dirty. That's dirty.
Yeah.
And that's not what I do.
Right.
I'd rather live with leprosy than to go dip 7 times. But that's what his servant said. Was like, that was an easy thing to do.
Hey.
Put your pride aside and go dip.
Yeah.
And then he was well. So it's just God is who he is.
Amen.
We can't tell God how to do what he does.
Right.
And he does it. So one of the things that we have used, we've done a number of things. Y'all know, if you heard me talk, you know I talk about eating well, being well. You know, first I talk about pray.
How about that?
I grew up, no medicine. I grew up in a faith healing environment. My church was faith healing Bible. Oh, you too, Bethany?
Yes.
You was
yes.
church you got a grade?
Well, fire baptized.
Fire
which is
baptized,
even a
yeah,
little bit
that's
worse than
even
Church of
more.
God in
I was saying
Christ.
that's more than we were.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
And
really
we used
is.
to go to a lot of faith healing,
Exactly.
so crusades and all
Oh
of that.
yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
So to me, it was just a normal thing.
Yeah.
When I became an adult, see, you're too close to me, so now I'm gonna keep touching.
Oh,
you.
it's okay.
It's okay. When I became an adult and when I got to college, I still was in the vein of, I don't feel good, let me call my father. They're like, for what? So he can pray for me. For
Right.
what? You don't want any aspirin, you don't want any Tylenol, and first of all, I still to this day don't know what Advil does. I don't know what those things do.
Right.
Like, they're like, one's
Right.
for cramps, one's for, I get confused. But that's what we did. We went to my dad. I don't feel good. Go get the oil. Go get the blessed oil. Go get the water. We used to bless water, like, water that we had. So I didn't know medicine. So for God to take me back to oils, it's just so full circle for me. So this has become our medicine cabinet. We don't do any of the other things. Sometimes my husband tried to sneak it in because he grew up using stuff. And he's like, Leah, not feeling good. You want me to go to CVS? For what? I'm not sure why you're asking me to do that. I was like, tell me what she's doing. And then I have this book. So if you guys decide to start using oils, I have this book that's like an oil Bible.
Okay.
So anything anybody has going on, Trinette has this book. You might even have it. You have it yet, Shonda? Okay. And Ethel, of course, Ethel hangs with me like glue. So Ethel knows everything I'm talking about.
Oh.
So
Turn
it's just
the
like whatever thing you're trying to remedy, you look it up. So like inflammation, we're talking about today. You just look up inflammation and it'll tell. Yeah?
That's me.
Okay. We're going to work on that today. And they'll just tell you what combination it needs. Exactly, Bethany. They'll tell you what to put together. So I'll talk more about that, but that's how I knew what to do. So anything we have, we just knock it out. So I did inflammation very quickly the other, like a week and a half ago, and I'll talk about it in a moment. But let me just tell you what the oils are first, so you'll understand. Because essential oils are really popular now, so you can probably even get them from the dollar store at this point. Who knows? You're okay, I thought it was my phone. You can probably get them anywhere you want now, but really, it's important to make sure you're using oils that have a therapeutic base to them. So doTERRA's oils are certified therapeutic pure, so that they can be used, most of them, not all of them, can be used both internally and externally. So if you buy oils, say off of Amazon or those kind of places, they'll say just for external use only, because they'll put fillers in.
Okay.
But these oils, what you get, this 100 to 275 drops of this oil is pure, whatever it says it is. So this is wild orange. So I just want you to get an idea of what it does. So every oil, just put a comment, you gonna rub your hands together? Every oil has I know you do this a million times.
Rub your
So
head.
do it again. Every oil has a therapeutic component to it, both emotional and physical. So anytime you're taking an oil, you're doing something physically for your body
Hey,
and
Romy.
emotionally for your emotional health. So if you rub together, inhale, wild orange is an oil that makes the heart happy. It uplifts. You see, don't you
It's so
see?
citrusy.
Isn't it the best?
I love citrus.
So it makes the heart happy. So and what it does, it works with the limbic system of your brain that controls emotions. The minute it hits, it's like, oh, we're happy. That's just what it does. So every oil does one of those kind of things.
We'll have to use this after every call.
I keep my diffuser is at work on the desk.
Oh, you guys work at
Yes.
I didn't oh, y'all need to have diffuser going all day. That's what Trinette does.
I do have a diffuser.
It's just funny.
You could go on one of those inhaler things. You
Of
know
course,
the
that
little-
you use, the little inhaler thing, yeah, exactly, they put it on there.
The little
You can
roller
use it in a
bottles.
diffuser. That's what I have going now when you put water in. So it does an emotional thing, like make you happy, but it also invigorates, increases focus.
Okay.
So if you're working, you're feeling kind of lethargic, it increases focus. And then it also flushes out the system. So any citrus oil, so I use lemon oil, lime, this, if you put it in your water, so you can't put it in a plastic bottle because they're so powerful, it'll eat at the plastic. But you have to put it in metal or ceramic
Okay.
because it's going to go into your body internally and start to detox your body. So then through, you'll detox. So every day I always have like a drop of lime, a drop of lemon, whatever in my water that I drink all day, because you constantly want to keep flushing the body.
Okay.
Always. Because the body is always being assaulted by toxins in the air, in the environment. Come to find out, our environmental air is worse than the air outside, our household air. Because we rarely open our windows. We have all of these chemicals that we're using that don't, we think we're cleaning ourselves, but there's all kind of chemicals in our cleaning products. So our internal air is actually more toxic than our outdoor air usually. So there are oils that will purify the air. So I have an oil that's going in my bathroom that purifies the air. And an oil called On Guard, which I'll talk about in a moment, is one of the oils that purifies the air and purifies your body. It will knock a cold out within 30, 60 minutes. Like flu symptoms, anything, it'll knock it out. So that's why these, so you see how you had that experience with this one oil, how it made you feel. That's what doTERRA oils do. So these oils, and we call it plant-based medicine. So if you look at the little paper here on your first page, so let's just look at mine. So if you look here, it talks about doTERRA safety standards and what they are. If you look at this around the first page, right there, that's right here. Now it says doTERRA safe and 100% pure. You see that around the right hand side, Marilyn? Right there at the top where that little circle is?
Yeah, this part. You're on the right page.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it talks about doTERRA oils being 100% safe and pure. And it's because what I just told you, that it doesn't have fillers in it. So a lot of the oils that you get on the market, that represents the black circle. You see that, all that black? They'll have some of the oil in it, yes, but they'll fill it up with maybe fractionated coconut oil or sometimes something that's just toxic. Who knows? And then the other ones are food grade oils. Some oils are therapeutic. So what I mean by that is some oils will work on inflammation. So we're talking about today, peppermint, frankincense. But then doTERRA is the only oil that you see in that little yellow sliver. The only oil that's certified therapeutic grade. It's been tested at the highest standards. It is sourced from the company in which it is made. So it's not like you're trying to grow it here in the States. Wherever in the world that it's made, they go to those areas. They employ people in those areas so that those people can make a living too, and then they use the oil. So like Kenya, I forget what is made in Kenya, but Kenya has one of doTERRA has a whole office in Kenya, and they employ those people to give it back. So every oil comes from somewhere. So that's how these oils work. So again, we've used these oils, and you can use them 3 ways. And I just talked about them already. You guys just use them aromatically when you put it in your hand and you inhale, it went right into your lungs and started to do the work. You can use them topically. Do you know the skin is your biggest organ? Anything you put on your skin is gonna go in, good or bad. So if you're using a whole bunch of Bath and Body or whatever lotions you get, they smell good, but they're toxic filled. So they have all kind. If you turn it over, you can see it. They just have all kind of things in it. You can make your own little Bath and Body. Get you some pure shea butter or some kind of good lotion.
So you know,
That's
what I
right.
do.
That's what.
And
That's
so that
what
is
Marilyn
my thing,
does. Yeah.
is to start using these
Oils
oils
in
because
your
I make
product.
all natural hair and skin products.
We could partner up.
Yeah,
And
we
you're
should.
right. So you can use the oils you put in there. I
Yeah.
forgot you make those because I need a big thing of like lotion, something where I could do right. So perfect.
Demonstrations.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So she could put these oils in her product, so she makes sure her product maintains the highest purity, and you know that kind of standard. So perfect. I forgot Marilyn, you were doing that.
So what if she put, say, the orange, a drop of orange in her hair product? Then it'll make her hair smell really good, right?
It will. So she could put, and you know what? And remember I told you they all have therapeutic. Oh, you guys want snacks? You can. Oh yeah. So I have chips. I have popcorn. I have I made
coffee,
popcorn.
but I don't want it. I was already late. So
Oh, you said you can help yourself. I can make you some tea. So so we should be getting 1 second, guys. I'm gonna
And
tell
so
you to
that's
hurry up.
what's your name?
Rose.
Miss Rose. That's actually what I done because Celeste had gifted us a vial of oil when we went to her last event, and she gave me the orange, and I made some shampoo and put it in, and it's awesome.
Oh, it is just the
it's
best.
awesome, and so it smells good. It's good. It's all natural stuff, and so I've been trying to really bring awareness to the stuff that we use because they're saying more and more things now are causing cancer. You know, the perms, the texturizers. I mean, it's like everything, and so literally like everything in my house, I've been starting to look at the label, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this too. Oh my gosh, this too. Oh my gosh, this too. So it's like everything we use is toxic.
And they say that if it has ingredients in it, with names that you can't pronounce,
Mhm.
maybe we should, that's what I've been reading.
And everything that I've read in my house has something in it that I can't. I'm like, what? I had a knot. Like, I'm like, okay, cover up half this part and just
Try to sound it out like half at a time.
So you sell your items?
I do. I have a website. I'll use my website. So my prayer was to already partner. Like I said, I've had a woman that's been trying to get me into this, but we could never
Connect.
Oh, really?
Tanti.
Oh,
Yeah, Tanti invited me to this,
to
but
do
we
right.
just couldn't
Never
never
connected. Okay.
her schedule, my schedule,
Exactly.
never get together.
And then
So
look, you got
I
here.
know. I said, look.
Amazing. So either which way, God said, I'm gonna get you to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll even, when I send back the thank you, I'll put your link in it for everybody to see it, so they can see the products. And then when you and I talk offline, because I'm gonna start figuring out how we can partner and do things with it. So.
And if you want, I can put it on my live.
Oh yeah, perfect. Her link too. Right? Okay, perfect. Yay, God. See, y'all
I say that all the time.
Exactly. He's always connecting. Yeah. Always. So then anything you put on your skin, so we're going to talk about the oils you put on your skin to reduce inflammation. And then internally, you can use them internally. So I mentioned to you, you see there the picture of the oil on guard right here. This thing right here is the truth. Right, Trinette? It will knock out any cold, flu, whatever symptom. And this is called the immunity blend. You can smell it. You can pass it around and smell it. It's a protective blend. You could use it to intervene, or you can use it just preventatively. So every morning, I start out my day with 16 ounces of water. I warm it up. I put 1 drop of lemon and 1 drop of On Guard. So lemon is flushing me, remember? So before you eat anything, flush your body. And because it's been fasting all night, so you just want to flush everything. And then I put 1 drop of On Guard to build my immune system. But my mother, last year when I was going to Buffalo, when I had to Buffalo, she was sick. She was getting sick. You know, you get that little, she's like, I'm starting to feel achy. I got a little bit of headache. I was like, oh no, we don't have time for this. So we don't have time for this. So I just made her tea, herbal tea like I have here. Dropped the,
We sold it.
Yeah, we did. Thank you.
this is her notes. Ethel's like, I don't know what y'all doing. So we put On Guard, we put lemon. And all these will come in a kit. If you look at the kit, there are kits that you can start with that help get you kind of started. And you'll see that too. The Healthy Start Kit, I think it is, starts with all these oils I'm talking about. So lemon and On Guard, some organic honey, and herbal tea. In 30 minutes, she was like, I feel so much better. She's like, make me one more. So we made 2.
So you still use a herbal tea, like a wholesome herbal tea?
Well, you know what? I just wanted to make her a tea.
Okay.
You could have easily put it in water.
Just
That's
put it
boring.
by yourself.
That was kind of boring. So that's why I just made her a tea.
Gotcha.
Mix it in. You could also just take them in a vegetable capsule. So we have these like little vegetable. You know how vitamins look. They just sell those empty, and you can put your drops in there and just swallow. It'll still do the same thing.
Can you put it directly under your tongue?
You can. So I put frankincense every day under my tongue. So frankincense is the king of oils.
Wow.
Because first of all, they brought it to Jesus. First
They sure did.
Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you had that.
The
They brought
3
Jesus.
wines,
They brought him
yeah.
frankincense. They brought him myrrh. And I use all of those.
Yeah.
Well, every
What's the
day.
other one? Frankincense, something else in myrrh.
It's something else.
What
What
was the
is
third
it?
one?
Oh my gosh.
Let me get my frankincense drink. I got space back.
You have to Google.
No, how can we forget
It's like
this?
we know.
Oops. Frankincense, something in myrrh. We're going to hear it today at the play.
Right.
Gold.
Gold frankincense and
No,
myrrh?
it was gold. Wasn't it gold?
It might
Oh, yeah, it was
be I think it was
gold.
Exactly,
It was
gold.
gold.
How can we forget that? Exactly. So this is frankincense. So this is what they consider the king of oils.
Okay.
She was talking about putting it under your tongue. This one is the number 1 to reduce inflammation.
Yes.
So I put, you know that. All she's been doing is frankincense. Because I'm about to teach another technique. That's all she's been doing. Her inflammation, she did her blood work in 30 days. It dropped 30 points, which is incredible because the doctor had written her off to say, pretty much, you're going to keep this inflammation.
That's what they told me.
Oh, no, you're not going to keep it.
No.
Where was your inflammation?
Chronic
She's
inflammation, and so
over her body.
they just looking. They think perhaps autoimmune disease, but they've been searching for 2.5 years.
They can't find it.
So they haven't found it. So
Have
No,
you been
you know
achy
it's not-
with the
it's not true.
inflammation? Have your joints been achy where
yes,
the inflammation
but,
is?
I can move my hands.
Oh,
It's working.
God is good.
Isn't God good?
Yeah, because I'm getting ready to start on mine.
She just showed me
testimonial.
30 points in 30
days.
They've been working on her for 2.5 years and have not gotten this thing to go down.
Dr. Celeste said, do it for 90 days.
That's all I
And
said,
she
do it
said,
for
I
90
can't even do it for 30 days without looking.
Looking.
And so I went and had the blood work done after 30 days, and it was
And they
down
already
30
saw it.
points.
And you've been applying frankincense how?
One drop under my tongue
Under your tongue.
and one drop under each foot every morning.
Yep. So one drop under the foot.
And my feet have just started hurting when I
That's
went
what
in
we
there.
done too.
Wow.
Listen, I got up in the middle of the night to
Wow.
use the bathroom and I almost fell because when I stepped down on my left foot, the joint, like I didn't know what happened to it. I was like, oh,
It's
like,
starting to
what
hurt.
is wrong with
Mhm.
my foot?
Wow.
How often do y'all rub our feet?
It's like too many times.
Oh my goodness.
You will see a
Please,
huge difference. You see her Ethel. This is Ethel's testimony.
That's awesome.
30 after 2.5 years of them saying we can't do nothing for you.
And you only apply it in the morning, and you've been seeing this difference.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm about to tell her a new technique.
Yeah.
What she can do today, but
And when you put it under your feet and put some socks
I'm
on,
doing that, but I got
it's
all my
gone.
oils for the other
Right.
techniques.
It's gone.
Because you use the other oils too that come in the kits, like the lemon you'll use just to the lemon on guard in the morning just to flush your body and build up your immune system. Peppermint, which I'll talk about momentarily, is phenomenal for increasing focus, invigorating you, but also reducing headaches, any kind of tension headaches, anything. Yeah. Oh, Leah's taking her sweet little time. That's what it is. So let me tell her to come on down. Leah, bring your stuff on down so Miss Shanta can take you. Thanks.
I could not remember. I was telling somebody I was coming to your party today, and there's a young lady at my job who also does oils, and I couldn't remember if you did Young Living or
Oh,
doTERRA.
right.
And she does Young Living.
Gotcha.
So do you know off the top like what some of the differences are? Is Young Living not pure?
Young Living is
Or
pure.
it is another
So Young
pure
Living
one.
is another
Okay.
good one too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Young Living actually
couldn't remember
started
which one you
before
did.
doTERRA.
Okay.
doTERRA and Young Living started together. The
I
people
gotcha.
who founded it,
Okay.
we don't know why, but
You split off?
3 or 4 of them split off
Okay.
from Young Living
Okay.
and started doTERRA.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that's really the major
Okay.
difference. But they're both good oils.
And from what I've seen,
But doTERRA has taken off and like expanded way beyond Young Living. Because
Okay.
now to the point where in New York, they have like, you know how your insurance will let you have a certain amount of money to spend for like the gym? Like I forget what they call that. But they'll
Flex
give you an
spending.
allowance each month because they're trying to build your wealth.
yes, yes, yes.
And they put doTERRA on there. You only can get doTERRA with that allowance, no other oil.
But you know what?
So
Now
it's
that you're
pretty
saying this,
amazing.
I got like $1,000 I have to spend before December 31st. Literally, because I thought I was gonna
You're
get dental
right.
work, and I didn't
Exactly.
get the
You didn't
dental
get
work, and I'm checking all the list of the acceptable expenses, and I'm
Exactly.
hoping
I'm
doTERRA
not
is
because
on
New
there.
York is on there. I'm not sure about Maryland, but check it and see.
Oh,
That
that
would
would be a
awesome to
blessing.
get
Because I could buy this kid and
You're
they-
right.
I literally have to spend it. I
Yeah,
thought I had
yeah.
until March, but you only have until the following year if you sign up for the next year. And I didn't sign up for 2020, so I literally have to spend
Oh, you
this
literally
money.
buy the
So I have an
investment.
eyeglass appointment. I got a
Yes, you got-
podiatrist. I got all kinds of
They
appointments. I was
have
like,
the oils on there.
yeah, I hope they're on there. I'm gonna find out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
sure.
looking up on the website.
Yeah. Wow.
But I definitely am gonna get one of the kits, even if it's not. But
Right,
I'll get
because
a
it'll
bigger
just
one
help
if
you
it-
anyway. Right, you said, but I'll upgrade.
I'll upgrade.
Exactly. So
This
that's
is
the way she
great.
uses frankincense. So just take note. This is what Ethel's all. Ethel's done 1 drop under the tongue, 1 drop
Yeah.
under 1 foot. And the
Okay.
reason we do
Oh,
it in the
1
feet, you
foot?
guys.
One
drop,
drop-
no,
both
both
feet.
feet. No,
Both
1
feet.
drop under
Okay.
each foot. No, you're right.
Okay.
Because the reason we do that, that's called reflexology.
Okay.
So every
I have
organ
some
of the
books on
body,
that.
you know this, Rose? Okay, good. Every organ of the body is represented on the bottom of the foot. So, and God, when He says we're fearfully and wonderfully made,
Yes.
He, this, every organ is represented. So when she puts that frankincense under each foot, she's touching every organ. So it goes right into her body and goes to the organ it's supposed to work on.
Wow.
So it's amazing.
Just a drop. Just one
Just
drop.
a drop.
And you know
Yeah.
why? You can
And
just
that's
do one.
why
And you rub it in?
I do one.
rub it
I'm
in.
down to 1 drop because I was more is better. And Dr. Celeste.
She was
I
all
was
messed up.
freezing my
She was choking. She put her on her diffuser. She was like,
the
"Oh, I can't breathe."
diffuser and I almost died
Blessings.
because I had
Blessings
so much
more.
oil in there.
Because you know what, to
So
give you an
I'm
example,
good.
I'm glad Rose brought that up. Because they're so highly concentrated.
Yes.
It takes 28 cups of peppermint tea to make 1 drop of the peppermint.
Wow.
So that's why I'm saying 1 drop. 2 drops max, right? That's all.
So when you
need.
dropped it into our hand and it ended up kind of turning into 2 drops, you literally mean like one of those drops that you just dropped into our hand, like
Yes,
an orange.
exactly.
Got it.
So
Okay.
like this peppermint, I'll do peppermint too. This peppermint is amazing, and it'll wake you up if you just got afternoon, what do they call it, slump or whatever. I'm trying to do 1 drop because this thing is so powerful. You could really, okay, do 1 drop. So rub that together. It'll
So,
clear all your
if I'm
nasal,
feeling-
everything. You got allergies or
I like the charm bracelet.
Thank you.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling down or groggy or
Right.
anything,
Peppermint.
Peppermint.
Orange. And you know, those kind of citruses.
Instead of those little drinks. What are those drinks, everybody?
Ooh, Kickstarts.
It's like, no, why would you do that?
but
Isn't
then
that amazing? This is so
Mhm.
it's so, and that's one drop, y'all.
It's not saying raising water
That's
too,
what
right?
you want,
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. Oh, you can put peppermint in your water. I didn't have time today, but you can cook with these. So you can make peppermint brownies. You can
And that's
make
what you said, you can't hold it plastic
not the
bottle.
plastic.
I gotta
If you
get
want,
my,
you get it. I was gonna say, get a ceramic mug if you want to try it in your water. You can do that. Or you want to try tea, you can do tea. You can up and get tea. You're not bothering me. I told you to
I get some
have
tea.
So, I know, isn't
They need
that
smell-o-vision on here.
Smell-o-vision, right. You guys
It's
need
a smell-o-vision. We need
I'm a
smell-o-vision.
cologne person. I know probably there's stuff in our colognes.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped
Yeah.
alone
Yeah.
altogether. Yeah, so I use doTERRA does, and see, Marilyn will be making things you can put on, and she's gonna put oils in it, so you'll be able to put on her body butters, and they'll have all natural smells to it too. I also get doTERRA's roller balls because one of my issues. Let me squeeze past you. That.
that's how I started with her roller ball. She gave them away. You know the perfumes that come with the
Yeah,
little roller
back in the
ball
day
on
they
it?
used to come like that. I haven't seen perfume
So
with the roller balls.
remember, I used to, I made you one.
Yeah.
doTERRA also makes them, so I've got this one Forgive because I get offended easily, which is just a bad character trait. So I'll take Forgive and put it on like it's perfume.
So it's literally called Forgive.
It is literally, and it literally
That
calms
is
you down,
hilarious.
and because each oil, puts you in a position. Because remember I told you I worked with the
I like
emotional
it
part
as
of your
oil, but I
brain.
don't know if that's what I want to smell like.
And if you don't want to smell like that, you'll choose something else. But because I want to forgive,
Right,
I
right.
just throw it on.
You can't
And I
just
say
put that
I'm
under your
free.
feet.
You can. You absolutely can just put it under your
Okay.
feet. Because if your foot is the most porous part, the whole point.
Because you know the one that I would probably do as a fragrance. I'm a citrus person. That's why I wear men's cologne. Like what I have on now is Versace men's. I wear men's cologne because all of this stuff is usually citrus based, and women's
Exactly.
cologne
So
is
they
more
have
floral.
Floral.
People are like, oh, you smell good.
I haven't seen that one.
Thanks. And this
Gets in your eyes.
Does it?
It's strong.
Yeah, I could do this orange very easily. Probably the limes.
seeing
is-
what's in
all
it.
the citrus ones. I could probably make a blend of a fragrance.
Plus with the
So you might do
Celeste.
something more like this if you had like put it in a rolling ball
Okay.
with oil, or even if Marilyn make up something. It's called Citrus Bliss.
Citrus
And it's a
bliss.
combination of different citrus ones, and you can. It might be too sweet for you. I'm not sure.
No, I
but
do
it's-
like this. It smells like it has the lime, the orange,
It does.
and the
Wild
lemon.
orange and lemon. Exactly.
I like
Mhm.
That's Forgive too.
That's Citrus Bliss. You say she
No, this
wants
is
more
cologne
citrusy.
So if somebody bumps you in the crowd, instead of even reacting, you go,
Mm-hmm. You know when we get them calls at work.
You know how Jay-Z used to say,
Them
I got
calls at
99
work.
problems, but that's not one. I got a lot of problems, but forgive is one.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
not mine.
Yeah, we all got our own.
But I have
things.
issues.
Exactly. No, I hear you. So don't you love that? So I'll even rub that on my heart, just to get in a state of.
I love the
yeah.
concept.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like a really earthy smell. It's supposed to ground you. So that's
Yeah,
why
just
it's got
kind of calm
such
you
a
down. And, you know what was funny today? I have to, when you say forgive, I have to tell this little itty bitty story. I was streaming the 12 o'clock service. And you know, you be all up in your worship and stuff. It happens when we drive into somebody cuts us off. You I was streaming service, and my sister's alarm. My sister has Vivint for her alarm system, and something in her front foyer keeps blowing and setting the what you call them up. And she's got me as the backup person. And after they don't reach her at the premises, they don't call her cell. They call me. And I was like, call her cell phone. I was getting so mad. I was like, and then they were like, well, you have to give us code. No, I don't. I'm not gonna do your job. Call. And it's so funny. I'm in the middle of trying to stream stuff. It's so funny.
Right. They cannot
Listen to
call
these people.
her because just in case she's being held hostage or something, then that would give away the fact that help is on the way. So
Well, no, that wasn't why. That's real smart and right, but that's not why they don't have her on there. That's not the reason that
But you
they
knew
don't
why
say
they
that.
had
normally.
Yeah, it was
Right.
just So I was just like, oh Jesus,
Just like,
Lord, I
Jesus,
just
take
told her
me
people
offense.
are right in the middle of work.
Right. You're like, now back to you, Jesus.
Come back, Lord, come back.
I love it.
So maybe I do need a little rollerball.
I do need a little right. But yeah, but easily, and you know, I like the same way you see me having this going. I had this all day, either in my office. So doTERRA has all kinds of diffusers. This is one of them.
Yeah.
They have this other one next to Trinette. They have all different ones that are amazing, and you
That's
can
a
just keep it
diffuser?
going. Isn't it the coolest
I like that.
one?
so what do you put
That's
in
what
it?
I have
Is it
at
just
work.
one drop?
Well, it depends
With
on the size of the
water.
room. So I put probably about 6 drops of 3 different combination oils, but about 6 or 7 in here. Because it just depends on the size of the room. You don't want, if the room is small, you only want to just do a couple of drops. And
And
Ethel
keep
knows that.
the door open.
Yeah, because Ethel put a bunch of drops that closed her door and almost choked. Yeah.
And you have cats, Rose, the cats. So with the cats, you want them to be able to go out the room.
Okay, it's too powerful for the kitties.
Yeah, they don't metabolize oil quick.
I know I need to use my diffuser today because I just got my tub reglazed. And when I say the toxic
The smell.
fumes
We were just
in
talking about your
there,
environmental air.
they told me not to come in for like almost 12 hours, and I did that, but it was still strong when I got in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
And that's one of the
definitely
things.
need to
On
do
Guard purifies air. The
Okay.
different things that you can purify the
Okay.
air with.
Okay.
You have a diffuser at home?
that. I do. I
Oh,
have
I'll give you a few drops of this to
Okay.
take home and purify
Okay.
your air
Thank
with
you.
that. It's another one called Purify I have too that you could mix with that.
Dr. Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Melaleuca.
Yes.
When we came back from our retreat, how many years ago was that?
Yeah. Quite a few.
I became a Melaleuca. Wasn't it Melaleuca?
Yeah, no,
that
it used to be
you-
a company.
Okay,
There
that,
still
that-
is.
and I was doing it under you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a case of oils
Oh,
from Melaleuca.
got you.
I think I threw them away because I didn't know how long they last.
Yes.
Which
Usually
was
it's
my
been
question.
questions.
How long do they
And
last?
that made
You know
used
what?
to be tea tree oil.
They can last. They can last for years.
Oh,
However, they're not gonna last that long in your house if you're using them. Because I go through all that. But they could be years. It could be years, yeah. Because they're in a glass bottle and it's a dark color. You never want to buy oils that are in a light color because the sunlight and everything will change the composition. So you always want to have glass, dark bottles. If you ever, and these are always that way. But they never last that long for me because we're just always
You're using them.
We're
And do
using
you
them.
keep them? You have to keep them in a cool, dark place too.
No, just a regular like this. They just I got
Not
like a little
direct
oil
sunlight.
case thing in there, and I just put them in there. That's, I don't have to be dark. No,
Okay.
because the bottles are already dark, so you're fine.
So this is for inflammation too.
Yeah, so these are the 6 I was going to show you for inflammation that or talk a little bit about. But inflammation, so you know inflammation now.
I
they're
have
like,
that flyer with the inflammation.
no, I don't.
No,
It was just me. I just
Okay.
wanted a few notes on
Okay.
it. That's all. So this is oils that come into. So you see, you have here your kits.
Yes.
This is the most popular one because most people start because it gives you the same oils that
And a
are most popular
diffuser,
and a diffuser. So most people start here.
Okay.
It also includes your membership, which is $35 a month. So you can mix and match and order buy which oils you want. You can pay retail, which wouldn't make sense because that's the full price. But if you join doTERRA for $35, you can pay the wholesale price, which is 25% off of the regular price.
And the
But
$35.
the
a
35 is
month?
included in any kit you have.
Okay.
So if you get a kit, it's included in the kit. So I'm gonna tell you how to use these oils for inflammation. Okay, go ahead. What are you gonna say, Beth?
I was just gonna ask, what do you and the 35 every month following?
For the year.
Oh,
Just 35 for the year. It's like Costco's. You know how you
yeah.
enjoy Costco's and you pay whatever. It's just for the year.
I thought it was because I was gonna say, what do you get for the 35 each
Oh,
month? But
no.
you're saying whenever we order oils, we'll get them at wholesale because we paid
Because
a
you paid your
membership.
membership,
I love
and the
that.
membership lasts
Okay.
for a whole year. And then
Okay.
when you re-up it the following year, it's $25, but they'll send you a free peppermint,
Okay.
and which is like $23. So it's like you get your membership for
And
free.
these
the
are the
following
differences in price. I see retail, wholesale.
Exactly, and these are the differences in price. But again, if you start with a kit, you'll get the 10 most popular oils. So in this kit, you'll get the frankincense. Let me just go through each one for information. That's what Rose was asking about with her hand. And most of you, like you're talking about your
Yes,
knee,
yes, yes.
you're talking about. So this kit will come with frankincense 1. Frankincense is phenomenal for reducing inflammation. And you could use it just the way, we already had testimony, so I don't even need to go through. Under your tongue, on the bottom of your feet. You can mix it with fractionated coconut oil, which is this. And you can just rub it in with some peppermint. So I would say peppermint is a pain reliever. So you would mix frankincense and peppermint in this, and just go right in. Just go in wherever your pain is,
Frankincense and peppermint.
and peppermint.
Okay.
Now for your knee, I would say all these oils I'm telling you are in the kit. Deep Blue is another one that is phenomenal. Too bad you got on. I know, right, Jeanette?
I'll take them off.
Oh, because you can put this oil. I'm gonna show you what to do. So you would put Deep Blue. Let me get the rub too.
I have no problem for some pain relief. And thankfully, I'm not in constant pain. I just feel it. I feel it
Where's my Deep Blue?
at different particular.
Leah's always taking my dad. Give me 1 second. My daughter always got my rub in her room.
Okay. I'll go and take my pantyhose off. Because with these capris, I'll just be able to lift the leg.
That's what I have at work.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, this is what I have at work.
I've been seeing your Instagram and your Facebook posts regarding
And that
the
deep blue?
oils.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Trinette, how do you know what's good for what ails you?
It'll give you the description. And then the book Celeste has over there, you can look up anything, any ailment, and it'll tell you the best oil to use for it.
Okay.
I can't pause it. So it's gotta run.
Okay. When I was selling the Melaleuca,
So let's you have some old socks I can put on.
one of the things that they really wanted you to do was to get bleach out of your house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And even
I did that, Melaleuca. I did it.
Here it is.
And you know, I didn't bring anything of
Let me
mine.
show socks in 1 second. Let me tell you what to put on first, and I'm gonna run again. So this is deep blue. This doesn't come with the kit, but you could always add it. I love this. When you put this on, you're gonna be like, wow. So I put 1 drop of that. I mean, a little bit of this. 1 drop of peppermint, and frankincense.
Okay, so a drop of this,
And then I'm gonna show Marilyn. Anybody got any shoulder pain?
like this.
I can show you on your shoulder. Yeah.
I have had shoulder stuff. I don't have any constant.
Okay, you're okay now.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we'll put it for like any kind of shoulder issues too. You can just put it on, or before and after you go to the gym, you can put on that into your muscles and joints. Leah does a lot of dancing,
Okay.
so after she, especially for the Christmas play, plus she does ballet and jazz.
Okay.
So afterwards, she'll put it on her ankles, on her knees.
So I'm dropping all
soothe-
3 of these on with
Yep.
this cream.
Yep.
Yep. Just 1 drop. Yeah, there you go. Come on, say, come on, kind of fast. So deep blue is a muscle. It gets into the muscles and soothes them. Peppermint is a pain reliever. She just did deep blue, and then frankincense reduces inflammation. So that's why she's doing all 3 of
I'm
those.
not doing this very
And again,
well.
all 3 of those. You okay? They go into the kit. There you go. So rub that together and put on your knee, and then they will tell you. So you said the same thing with your feet. You could do the same thing with your feet.
Yeah.
It will. You will see.
But deep blue, you
And let me
don't
just show you,
ingest it,
Marilyn,
right?
how you can do it even on.
No.
Okay.
You mind if I touch your shoulders, Marilyn?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
The pain is right here.
Okay,
in
that's
the
what we're gonna
center
do.
of this.
Of this
I don't
here.
know what this
Okay.
is, yeah, but it's
So I'll show
my
you.
neck is doing something.
My sisters each of my sisters have 3 sisters. Each of them have had rotator cuff surgery twice.
Oh,
Each.
Mm.
And you know when I started feeling something in my shoulder, I was like, Jackie, you
Oh,
lying with
no,
that?
no,
Right. You play with your mind like that and say, well, you the
And then
4th
you should
one.
just say you don't have it.
All of that.
But were they like active in sports?
No, ain't none of us never played no sport,
Right
ever.
in it, yeah.
But you know what? 2 of my sisters had kids, and I was like, it was from y'all reaching in the back seat, hitting them kids, and carrying heavy pocketbooks. We are known for
heavy
carrying
pocketbooks.
bags that are heavier than they
It's
should
just
be.
amazing. So
But
can you feel that?
yeah, I don't know what.
It smells like mint.
Yeah, it's like a bit. It's a healthy version of dengue.
But not as overwhelming.
That makes sense.
It's not as overwhelming.
And it doesn't last that long.
It smells like lifesavers. That's what I want.
So you can put on. You can put on as needed. So like in another couple of hours, if you need it again, you just put it back on again. You
Okay.
just do it as you need it, but you don't need us time.
And the best combination for inflammation, like for Rose's hand, also would it have been the same combo
Yeah.
you just had me do?
Exactly. And we already know frankincense is going to do it. So you put a drop. If you have inflammation issues, you just go put a drop under your tongue every day.
Yeah.
And 1 drop under
Just
your feet
automatic.
each day,
Okay.
automatically. So,
Okay.
and I do it because it also builds cellular health. And I had cancer 12 years ago.
Right.
So I want to keep my cells healthy. So you're doing double duty when you do that.
Okay.
So it's for now, and it reduces anxiety. It's like, so in the morning when I go to meditate in the morning, I'm meditating with my diffuser with frankincense and peppermint.
I like that.
Just to get in tune with the Lord, what you want to say today, God, what you want to do today. So that's why priests used to use it. They probably still do in the temples. They would have frankincense
I
on
love it.
because it keeps you spiritually in tune. So yeah, and that's what you would do. So Rose would start to see this help here with just doing this each day consistently, at least twice a day. I tell people, if you just give me 90 days, that's what I said, but Ethel's like, I ain't got time to wait 90 days.
I want a 30-day
So
plan.
consistently using it, doing the things, you're going to see a difference.
Okay.
You will see a difference, and Ethel is our witness right here. So then also I use, so that's the inflammation. But part of what inflammation is too is stress. So in the way the body rejuvenates itself is through your sleep and through your rest and relaxation. So first of all, I'm learning to get myself to a state of rest if it's noisy around me. Like I'm learning just to go in, like, okay, God, how do I get into a space where I'm in tune with you? So I'm learning to drop myself, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm learning how to get in a meditative state, even when it's noisy now. But one of the things you do to rejuvenate yourself is sleep. That's what God gave us. It's a gift. But a lot of times people don't get rested sleep. So one of the things that we can do with the oils, and what we do every night in our house, is we have lavender going. So lavender is part of this kit. I'm just telling you the oils that's in the kit. Lavender will reduce your stress. We're trying to see, I just ran a lavender because I just used it. So I know I got some more.
Do you have kits on site? Do you have like kits we can go on?
I don't. You have to order online. I apologize. But it comes fast.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like Amazon. So I couldn't carry all the stuff that people would do. Plus you start your own account.
That's true. You get a fresh
And
one.
you get the fresh one, exactly. So
And it comes fast.
It's fast.
Okay.
It comes fast.
It comes in a week.
Less than a week, yeah.
I'm leaving town
Separate
Friday.
oil.
Oh, okay.
Great
Good idea.
question. So when I did, like, after I finished fusing this, I'll just fill it with water again and put my rest of my oils. I never, like, wash it out or anything.
Yeah.
It just all goes out and I just start again. So lavender I use every night. It'll give you an excellent, wonderful night's sleep.
Okay.
It's I know, isn't that the best? So the first time I used lavender, I just overdosed. I put it in my bath. I took a bath, put it in my bath. I put it on my pillow. I put it under my feet. I put it in my diffuser. I slept like in a good way. Usually I wake up automatically. The alarm had to wake me up that time. I was like, I'm still asleep. Because usually when the sun up, I'm up.
And I don't have any problem sleeping, and that's something I don't take for granted. I'm thankful because I know a lot of stuff keeps people up. But a more restful sleep.
That's what I was
just
gonna
and
say.
the
The
level
more
of
rest you
sleep
can
or
get.
quality.
The quality of sleep, that's what I was gonna say. Because sometimes because me, I've always slept 7-8 hours, and then maybe 7. I won't push it to 8. But just once the sun hit up, I'm like, but it's gonna give you a better quality sleep. Yeah, exactly, better quality. So I use this every night in my diffuser, depending on the size of your room, anywhere from 4 to 7 drops. And I put in there. If you're having any kind of issues with nasal or anything like this, you can mix it with Breathe. That's gonna be in your kit. Breathe will open up any of your nasal passages. And a lot of times we don't get a good sleep because we're actually not getting enough oxygen. So Breathe will open up your nasal passages, lungs, everything while you're sleeping with the lavender. So I'll put both of those in. And then just so Breathe smells similar to.
Is it Breeze or Breathe?
Breathe?
Breathe.
Okay.
And I have one open somewhere.
Does that help people that snore too?
Girl,
Child, my
big
sisters have
time. It will stop the
They got
snoring.
CPAP machines
Exactly.
and all kinds
So
of
that's
stuff.
Breathe.
This is new. It's okay to go ahead and open this?
Yeah, you know, do I have one?
So-
Let me see. I have one that's already open.
Okay.
How would
I
that
won't go
stop
ahead.
with snoring? Are we using it in a diffuser?
Diffuser and under the feet.
Under the feet.
Mhm. Here it is, Bethany.
Okay.
I knew I had one. So, and you know what, my girlfriend, her husband snores, so we put her on a regimen. She just ordered them yesterday, she didn't get them yet. She's gonna put oil on, olive oil, fractionated coconut or anything, and put the Breathe on his chest.
Okay.
Almost like our
put it
mother
in
used to do the
diffuser.
fix back in the
Exactly,
day.
back in the day,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, it's okay.
So, you can smell this. You can open this one up. That's lavender.
This is lavender.
Yeah, 'cause I got it.
What's for hot flashes? Because I'm about to have one.
Oh, Clary Sage, I'm gonna show you.
I got my Grace
Gotta get one of
girlfriend. That's
these.
about it. That is too cute.
Amazon.
Oh, I love it. And see, I use my Grace Girl fan, but that's cute.
Clary Sage. So let me
That's what feel good.
good.
And you can hide it in your hand. Not everyone has to see it.
Wow. There's no shame in my game. I'm 53. I'm still living. God is good. I'm
So for
having
hot
a moment.
flashes,
Mhm.
they have a blend that comes in a bottle like this called Clary Calm, and it works. They said it works phenomenally, even for reducing menstrual cramps or anything like that. It's
Is
called,
that in the basic?
What's it called?
And it can help you
but
stop
Clary
cramps?
Sage is the one that reduces hot flash. But Clary Calm is easier to use here.
Clary Calm.
Clary Calm. It's in one of the not that one. That's the sage. But it's in one of
And I
the.
love sage. I definitely.
So this is Clary Sage. So this will reduce hot flash. So what you do is put it on your wrist, ankles, behind your neck.
Let's try some.
Mm-hmm. But the Clary Calm is easy because you could just kind of, did you see it yet, Rose?
Oh,
Oh, here
no,
it is,
I'm
Clary
sorry.
Calm roll on. So I'll check it off for you. Okay. So that's one of the ones you put. And it will reduce your, it gives you a whole regimen on how to use it.
So
Plus
clary,
my little book, I could take a picture of it and tell you how to use it.
Oh, I see
so
it.
clary
You see it?
sage is for.
Well, this is
Very
in the,
common.
this is easier to use the roll.
Okay, gotcha.
But this is in there,
I got you.
along with a couple more.
Okay.
And it's a blended, and their blends are wonderful. They really work well.
And I put that where else? On my wrist and.
Yeah, so they give you a whole. So let me show you how this does.
We got
Because
all
I highly
kinds of
recommend
shit.
That's because we are
So this is how I use
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
And if they
See, and that's what I was telling you about.
So if you do like
the
this
book.
back in it, yeah. So that's the only reason I know how to use things.
That's what I was asking.
So
Oh,
it'll
let me
do-
see
I
yours.
just find the feeling.
Oh, cute.
Somebody gave me one that you can attach to an iPhone.
I have one of those
I
too.
have that.
My girlfriend gave me that one.
So here it is, Bethany.
Gadget lady.
I have that one too.
So it'll say
Beautiful.
specific conditions hot flashes.
This one is
Okay.
So then it'll tell you put 5 drops
This
of
one is
clary
powerful.
sage in some
And
oil,
it has
whatever
two,
oil, and add it to the bath water. That's like a
uh,
quick one. If you're just gonna take a
no.
bath, that's they're talking about
This
that.
is the
Okay.
low.
And this book is specifically
low.
on doTERRA
And this
oil,
is
so it
high.
has
So
all
you
the
didn't have to name
Isn't
it.
that pretty cool?
That one's in my suitcase.
It's like
I
This one I just in my pocketbook.
Like
But these
You
make
can order
such
it with
good
the kids.
Christmas presents. Everybody's so
doTERRA
happy.
uses
Usually I
something.
just
Go
kick
get
it
from
out
another
and give
website.
it
If
to
you
somebody
Google
else.
this
Take a
Okay.
picture of it.
Don't
It's
flash
everywhere.
anymore.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's on
bless
Amazon.
you.
It's on
You mean
everywhere.
there's
Yeah.
there's hope?
Yeah.
Somebody told me there was.
So those are the oils in that kit. So that's how you would start. So to work on your inflammation, you would do all those things: detoxing the body, getting good sleep, putting the oil on daily, putting it under your tongues, the one you're going to use internally, and that's how you would do it. On guard to build your immune system. Deep blue to get into those. So I remember I told you the 3. These 3 peppermint. You can add this one on because it doesn't come here, which I love. Or you could just do it with some fractionated coconut oil or olive oil. You can mix it with it. But these are the 3 you try to get in. This is the 3 you're going to get in your body.
Okay.
And this, and the cream you said doesn't, cream we can order separately. with
Yeah,
the kit.
because it just doesn't come with the kit.
Okay.
So you would just order it separately.
And it's
yeah.
on this list.
Yep. So what else is, so any other questions? I don't want to keep telling you more and more and then get you confused, but any thoughts or questions you have,
This is good
I'll
stuff.
just stop for.
Deep blue poly. What is this?
Is that it? Yeah,
This is
they have a whole
The
regimen
cream
around.
thing,
They have
yeah.
like deep blue.
This says complex. This is something else.
It's like a
Yeah.
supplement.
Okay.
You would take a supplement for pain.
It should say rub.
The rub. Okay. I'll keep that. Deep blue rub. I see it here.
Yeah, so that's how it's used. So I want to, so what do you guys think? Sounds good?
Yes.
It sounds really good.
Awesome sauce.
And it
love
smells good.
So the way you order, you could go right on my website, surrenderoils.com. I know you're gonna try to check to see how big you're gonna go. Based
right,
on
you have
your-
to look-
right.
I think I can look at that. I can look at that.
Oh, if you
yeah.
look at it now, good, because I want to do a technique on somebody while you, so check it, because I'm gonna do a
Okay.
technique on whoever
Okay.
wants to volunteer. Yeah, that's the book.
Surrender oil.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get you a jacket so you can put on. I need to put oils on your back. I want you to be my guinea pig.
Oh, you have shakes too.
Yes, shake. So if you want to lose weight, there's a whole regimen around losing weight. And one of the girls we work with, she lost 60 pounds for it. It's all natural. So she did the Slim and Sassy oil with the shakes. So I'll show you. I'll let you smell the oil if you want to. And you take the oil internally.
Okay.
What was I supposed to look? Oh yeah, we have an app. I even downloaded the FSA Feds app.
And you know, a lot of people, what they do is they'll start with a kit and then they'll check off all the things they know they want, because you might not want to break the bank all in one sitting. And then they'll do it for the next months, because doTERRA has a program called Loyalty Rewards, which is like a monthly program. So if you put these in your cart for the next month, they start to give you points for all the things that you order, Shanta, and I know, because I get a lot of Trinette too. You probably got points already to use. So they'll give you points for everything. Oh, I'll show
I
you.
just keep buying stuff.
You just keep buying. I'll show you how to get points. They'll give you points every month that you order, so it's right here.
Okay.
So every month that you order, when you first start the first 3 months, they'll give you 10% back on what you order in points. And your points just add up and you get free oils.
Oh, cool.
So that's what I do. So people will start with a kit and then they'll put these in their cart for the next month, and then they'll just put whatever they want each month. Up to the point where after a year they're giving you 30% back in points. So I get so many points every month. It's like ridiculous.
so many different items.
So this is the oil
This is
for
so cool.
increasing your metabolism. It's called Slim and Sassy. So you put 4 drops into every 16 ounces of water. So 1 drop into every 4 ounces, I should say it that way. It curbs your appetite and speeds up your metabolism naturally. I've used it.
Here it is.
Geneva, one of the people who she couldn't make it today, she goes to the church too. She's used this and stopped using it because she's like, I wanted to eat. I like to eat, and I got tired of not having the app, you know, because it forces you only to eat when you're hungry.
That's funny.
Which one is
Is that
that?
Geneva
It's called
Pearson?
Slim and Sassy. No, not Geneva Pearson.
Okay.
Yeah, Geneva
So
Ware
you-
Rice.
See,
You said one drop in
$990.
Yeah, one drop at
38
every
cents I
4
gotta
ounces of
use.
water. You would use
So I need to
it.
figure
If you
out.
want to try it,
You only have
How to use it.
I know, yeah, I have to buy eyeglasses. I gotta get contacts. So I have some ways to use. But I waited till the last week because I thought I had until April. And you really do if I had signed up for 2020, but I didn't sign up for 2020. So now I'm getting on the 31st.
Okay.
But yeah, at a minimum, I would be doing. I can order prescription sunglasses. I can do some stuff.
good.
And-
Yeah, that one
but
has
I
like a
don't
little
wanna-
It's good to have options, so many
Plus,
options.
it'll regulate your blood sugar because cinnamon regulates. And you can take. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have
No,
put
I'm
two.
just saying, like, I was
You
thinking,
can take.
like,
You were thinking they
that's
gonna
not gonna do nothing
No,
for this.
I gave the
Drink
3 drops.
water.
And you know how much water is and ice is in there.
It's full.
Yeah. So it has cinnamon in it. Cinnamon regulates blood sugar. So you're always doing everything. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, good.
Oh, she
It
dropped
tastes
it in
like
your water.
lemon.
What does it do?
I put 3, and she's like, "Oh, I can taste it real good."
I didn't know that.
Okay.
What does it do for blood pressure?
No, it's not specifically. But I'm just saying
good.
cinnamon
No,
is
I'm
good
sure.
Yeah.
I
for
have low
regulating blood
pressure,
sugar.
and I
Oh
don't
no,
need
no,
to
it
go
doesn't.
no
No,
further.
no, you don't. No, it doesn't do anything to blood pressure.
Oh, okay,
No, it's
cool.
not. I was talking blood sugar levels, like glucose. Like
Oh, that's
glucose.
good. That could work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my question now is, what's the best way to order,
So you order
in your
on-
opinion?
So do you mean what to order or how to order?
What's the best way to order? Do we have to start with a kit,
No, you
or
don't.
can we start
You
with
can mix and
individual
match.
items? Oh,
So
good.
you can mix and match, and then you would pay, if you want to pay the wholesale, you'll pay the $35 membership fee. If you get a kit, the membership is included. So these are all different kits, different ways to start. But if you know, like, no, I want to actually do this, and this, then yeah, you'll just go ahead and just pick what you want and then just order that way. And my website is surrenderoils.com.
Okay, and order all of these from your website.
Exactly. If you want to order it now, while I'm doing the technique, I have
So
my
much
computer set up.
stuff.
Yeah,
have
so
a
where would you
mask.
start? So let's see what you want.
You have a mask.
Oh,
You
it's
have
so much.
shampoo.
Exactly.
You have lotion. You have
I was like, yep.
So
You have to decide where you want to start. So I've started. So this is what she's bringing up, you guys. I've started replacing all of my everything in the house with this, like my hand soaps,
Yeah.
my different. Because I just want to get to a place, especially Leah. My daughter is the one who probably forced us to be natural more than anybody else. Because her little body, which I tell her, you have a sensitive body, you have a sensitive spirit, which is a good thing. Everything reacts. Everything. So I had to change all our detergent, all of our
Right.
hand soap, everything. Because her body reacted to everything. Like we knew it because she would get eczema.
okay.
Her skin would just break out. Oh, so you know.